I work the night shift at a small-town hospital. Most nights are uneventful, just the hum of fluorescent lights and the occasional static from the radio. But one night, I heard something I can't explain. It started at around 2 a.m. I was on break, sipping my coffee in the staff lounge, when I heard it. A slow, deliberate creaking sound. Like a door opening. But not just any door. It was coming from the basement. Here's the thing. The basement door is heavy, old, and always locked. No one goes down there except maintenance, and they only come during the day. I put my cup down, my heartbeat quickening. Maybe someone left it unlocked. A janitor, a doctor. But then, I heard footsteps, soft at first, then heavier, coming up the stairs. I grabbed my phone, debating whether to call security. But just as I unlocked the screen, the footsteps stopped. Silence. A long, suffocating silence. I held my breath, waiting for something. Anything. And then, bang! The door slammed shut. I jumped, nearly dropping my phone. My pulse was racing. I forced myself to check the door, to convince myself it was nothing. But when I reached it, my stomach dropped. The lock was still in place. The door had never been opened. So, who or what was coming up those stairs? And more importantly, where did it go?
You ever get the feeling you're being watched? Not just a passing glance, but the kind of feeling that makes your skin crawl? I felt that once, and it almost cost me my life. I used to work as a security guard at a 24-hour convenience store. My shift was midnight to 6 a.m., just me, the cashier, and the occasional late-night customer. One night, around 3 a.m., I was watching the security cameras when I saw him. A man standing at the edge of the parking lot. Just standing there. No movement, no phone, nothing. He was too far away for me to make out his face, but something about him felt off. His posture was stiff, unnatural, like he wasn't sure how to stand, like he wasn't used to his own body. I kept watching, expecting him to move, to come inside, to do something. But he didn't. Then, the camera flickered, just static for half a second. And when it came back on, he was closer, still standing there, still staring. The hairs on my neck stood up. I turned to the cashier, about to tell him to lock the doors, when the bell above the entrance dinged. I snapped my head toward the door. Empty. No one came in. I turned back to the cameras. The man was gone. Vanished. The parking lot was empty. I checked every angle, every feed. Nothing. I didn't sleep that morning. I still don't know what I saw. But sometimes, when I'm alone at night, I feel it again. That same feeling, like someone is watching. What if they never left?
Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and felt like you weren't alone? I used to work as a night auditor at a hotel. It was mostly quiet, just checking in late guests and making sure everything ran smoothly. One night, around 4 a.m., I got a call from room 207. A woman's voice, barely above a whisper. Someone is in my room. I immediately checked the system. 207 was empty. It hadn't been booked all week. "Are you sure you're in 207? I asked. No answer. Just static. Then, click. I felt a chill crawl up my spine. I grabbed the master key and made my way to the second floor, my footsteps echoing in the empty hallway. I stood in front of 207, hesitating. Then, I swiped the keycard. The door clicked open. The room was dark, but I could feel it. The air was wrong. Heavy. Unsettling. I reached for the light switch and froze. There was a figure. Tall. Motionless. Standing by the window. My breath caught in my throat. I wanted to move, to run, but my body refused to listen. Then, the light flickered on. The room was empty. Nothing by the window. Nothing in the room. I stood there, my heart pounding, but as I turned to leave, I saw it. The closet door was slightly open, and inside, just barely visible through the gap, a single eye, watching. I slammed the door shut and ran. The next morning I checked the security footage. The hallway, the entrance, the cameras facing 207. No one ever entered that room. So tell me, if the room was empty, who made the call?